Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. President-elect Donald Trump is expected to pick a big oil executive, ExxonMobil CEO Rex Tillerson, to be his nominee for Secretary of State. That expected choice has lawmakers on both sides of the aisle expressing concern about Tillerson's cozy relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin. And the questioning about Trump's decision is only heightened by reports that the intelligence community is convinced Russia tried to influence the election, and dispute between intelligence agencies and law enforcement over the reported determination by the CIA that Vladimir Putin's cyber team was working to see Trump win. Senior national correspondent John Roberts reports on the Trump transition tonight from outside Trump Tower in New York. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. The president-elect was on offense again today against intelligence agency claims that Russian hackers were working to get him elected, dismissing those analyses as nothing more than political sour grapes. But when it comes to one potential cabinet pick, those intelligence analyses may add an extra measure of scrutiny. Sources tell Fox News that Donald Trump has settled on ExxonMobil CEO Rex Tillerson as his pick for Secretary of State. While an official announcement may still be days away, in an exclusive interview, Trump told Fox News Sunday's Chris Wallace that Tillerson is an influential and impressive candidate for the job.
He's much more than a business executive. I mean, he's a world-class player. And to me, a great advantage is he knows many of the players. And he knows them well. He does massive deals in Russia. He does massive deals for the company.
But Tillerson could face headwinds in his confirmation. Even some Republicans concerned about Tillerson's close business ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Allegations from the CIA that Russian hackers were trying to help Trump win the election drew fire from the president-elect today. Trump tweeting, quote, "Can you imagine if the election results were the opposite and we tried to play the Russia CIA card? It would be called conspiracy theory." On Fox News Sunday, Trump said the whole thing is, quote, ridiculous.
Nobody really knows. And hacking is very interesting. Once they hack, if you don't catch them in the act, you're not going to catch them. They have no idea if it's Russia or China or somebody. It could be somebody sitting in a bed someplace.
Trump's proclamation puts him at odds with many experts in the intelligence community and senior members of his own party who today insisted they support a congressional probe into any possible Russian attempt to influence the election.
The Russians are not our friends. We ought to approach all of these issues on the assumption that the Russians do not wish us well.
It was great to spend time with him today.
It was a great meeting.
With 5 positions in Trump's cabinet left to fill, Trump Tower was a hive of activity today. First to arrive was Carly Fiorina, whose war of words with Trump during the primaries was legendary.
Donald Trump said the following about you, quote, "Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that, the face of our next president?"
I think women all over this country heard very clearly what Mr. Trump said.
Today, Fiorina, mentioned as a possible candidate for Director of National Intelligence, was all sweetness and light after her meeting with the president-elect.
It was such an honor to meet with the president-elect. First, I have to say he has really cool stuff in his office. All these athletes have given him this incredible memorabilia. I was particularly taken by Shaq O'Neal's shoe, which is huge. I guess it takes a champion to know a champion.
Donald Trump also met today with West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, who is a top contender for Energy Secretary, Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers, who could take over at Interior, Congressman from Montana Ryan Zinke, who could fill a number of different roles, and former Texas Governor Rick Perry, who could be in line for either the energy job or Veterans Affairs Secretary. Brett?
And John, a new title for you starting tonight, Chief White House Correspondent. Congratulations.
Brett, thanks so much. Looking forward to it.